welcome to my video. Today what we're going to talk about is if you're having some discomfort or neck pain in those upper shoulders or into the neck. They could be creating headaches, they could not be creating headaches. We're going to talk about some things that you can do for that today in this video, so stay tuned. If you are having some of that discomfort and it's coming from rowing, I recommend you check out my other video. There will be a link below for you. But I recommend checking out that video that goes over things that might be happening and might be contributing or causing those symptoms that you are doing on the rowing machine. So please check that out. If not, in this video, what we're going to do is go over some of the stretching things that you can do. When it comes to neck pain, and when it comes to a lot of pains, to be honest, we usually need a mix of loading the tissues, which means strengthening, doing things like with a barbell or dumbbells or our body weight and bands, doing things that we can start to strengthen those muscles and get them used to being under a load, which is what we are doing all day when we're doing things. So there's a mix of that and stretching techniques that you can do. A lot of times people just like the way that stretching feels. So let's talk about some of that. First, if you want to support, please hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified when new videos come out, like this one. And two, please feel free to put some comments below. Reach out if you have questions, and I make a video like this one just for you. All right, so let's get to it. First, if you're feeling some of that discomfort into the neck and into the head and you're getting headaches, usually it's a little too late for you to kind of start doing this stretching. You usually want to wait for those tissues and that headache to kind of subside a little bit. These are more things to do preventatively beforehand, or if you start to feel those tissues tightening or you start to feel a headache coming on. There's also a link I'll put below to a release you can do with a lacrosse ball that is fantastic, but again, doesn't quite work if you're at that point of a massive headache or a migraine coming on. So some of those basic stretches you can do them sitting, you can do them standing. I'm gonna sit right here because if I stand, I might not be in camera view. I'm in my new gym, so I'm still trying to figure out where to put my camera. All right, so the first thing that you can do is nice and simple, sit up nice and tall. When we sit up tall, we do not want to arch our back. So we just want to keep our shoulders over our hips and kind of straighten up like we're putting our chest towards the ceiling, but not so much that we're leaning backwards. All right, so now that we're all sitting up tall, feet should be flat on the floor if you are sitting. If you are standing, they will be about shoulder width apart. Then what you're gonna do is nice and easy, nice and simple and gentle. I'm gonna have you bring your ear towards your shoulder. Now, a lot of times when people do this, they tend to look up or they tend to look down. We're gonna get to those, but for now, I just want you to go straight looking forward, and if you're not sure if you are, you can do this in front of a mirror, but you should feel something somewhere along here. I also apologize for wearing a sweatshirt. It's very cold here, so I hope that you're okay with it. All right, so what we're gonna do is ear to shoulder, hold out for about 10 to 15 seconds. If you're not feeling too much here, you can take your hand gently, put a little bit of pressure at the top of your head and push down towards your shoulder. This is, you can see I do this with like 1, 2 fingers. That's really all the pressure you need. You don't need to put a ton of pressure with your hand. So I usually start with 1 finger. Then go to the opposite direction. You should always feel this on the opposite side. If you are feeling it on the side that you are going towards, a pinching or something like that, please stop. Feel free to contact me, contact a health professional, give it some time. It usually means something else is going on that you want to get checked out. You want to make sure you don't aggravate it more. So if you're feeling it on the opposite side, fantastic. That's your nice upper trap stretch. Then what we can do is we're gonna switch sides just because I did that side just now. So we're gonna go down to one side, the same thing, ear to shoulder. Then we're gonna look down towards our shoulder. So first we're bringing our head over, our ear to shoulder, then turning and rotating. If you do this where you look down and go over, you're not gonna get the same stretch. So bend first, then rotate. Again, you can do the same thing with that hand, adding a little bit of overpressure, but you might feel this in a slightly different spot. Then you can go ahead and do it to the other side as well. So again, ear to shoulder and look down towards your shoulder. And you should be feeling this. Usually it's a little bit more frontwards, anterior. All right, then another one that you can do is ear to shoulder. Now instead of looking down, I'm gonna look up. Sometimes you feel this a little bit more towards the back or posterior of your neck. And then back to neutral, and the same thing here, and look up towards the ceiling, and feel that stretch a little bit more towards the back of your shoulder. You might feel it go down your shoulder blade, that's okay, as long as it's on the opposite side and it's not stabby or pinchy. All right, so those are some of the nice, simple, easy ones that you can do. Next, what you can do is actually just ones that we did when we were kids as warm-ups. Just look straight down, see if you feel a stretch in the back. For some people, like me, this may not feel that great. It kind of depends on what's going on for your body, but this might feel fantastic for you. So just bring your head straight down and then bring your head straight up. And you might feel a stretch through here, and when you go forward, you should feel it through the back. So those are some nice, simple, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are some nice, relaxing, simple stretches. You can even do them at work, sitting at your desk. Put a little timer, put a little post-it note, something letting you know to do this every hour, and do 1 or 2 of them. Hold it for 10 to 15 seconds. But really just anything to get you to kind of change your positioning. So even just when you do this stretching and you're getting up into a more upright position, that's nice for the neck. So next is we're gonna go a little bit more towards the shoulder component of this. And we're gonna bring, and if you can't do this, no worries, but you're gonna bring your arm kind of behind you, and then you can take your other hand and you can pull across. You may feel that a little bit more into the arm or in the front, and that's completely okay. If you just grab your hand, usually your fingers get aggravated, so I recommend grabbing around the middle forearm if you can, and pulling across. Then we can do the same thing with the other side. Perfect. Hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then another one that we can do as well is the pec stretch. You can do this in a doorway. You can do it pretty much anywhere. I'm going to show you as if this were a doorway really quick. So pretend that this is my doorway, like this. I'm just kind of having a different spot. You take your hand, you bring it towards the inside of it, and then you slowly rotate your body until you start to feel a stretch through here. Now, you may feel this in your fingers, you may feel this in your forearm. If you feel any numbness or tingling, please stop. You can also play with coming up higher or coming down lower. If you're feeling something in your hand, usually trying lower first will help. Then you can do it on the other side. Palm is there, and just rotate. Now, the big thing about this is as I do this, my wrist is in a neutral position. Sometimes when people come onto this, so let's say I'm coming from the front, all that movement will come from their wrist. You want your wrist to kind of stay where it is, and you're just rotating from here. So it shouldn't be a lot of movement. If you're all of a sudden kind of backwards, you may have that motion, you may not. It kind of depends on what's going on with you. You can see I can actually get pretty far. So that is a pec stretch. Those are the ones that I recommend starting with. If you have questions, please let me know. But those are some to get you started, and I'm going to make another video about some strengthening things that you can do, but these might just kind of help you feel a little bit looser, a little bit more relaxed. But please don't neglect the strengthening and loading of those tissues either. And check out that other video. Again, link is below and right over here about what to do on the rowing machine and what to pay attention to while you're rowing. All right, I hope everyone has a great day. Happy rowing.